Hey, Amanda, what's happening? Are you feeling sick?
I feel like I have a fever. This morning, I felt a lot of pain at the surgical site on my abdomen. I'm sorry I couldn't get up early to make breakfast for you.
Seriously. I mean, come on. It's been over 4 months since you gave birth and left the hospital after a restful stay. The surgical incision still hasn't healed, or is it because you're lazy?
What do you mean? I still feel a lot of pain up to now. I didn't intentionally skip making breakfast for you.
Why does it take so long to heal? Before leaving the hospital, the doctor said that around 3 months should be enough for the surgical incision to fully stabilize. So by now, you should be healthy and fine, shouldn't you?
That's right. According to what the doctor said, I should have been much better by now. However, everyone's body is different. These past few days, I've noticed the surgical incision becoming swollen. Perhaps it's infected, which is why it's getting worse.
If that's the case, it's because you didn't take good care of the wound, which led to the infection. If all mothers are as careless as you, how can we find quality time to take care of the child? No wife or mother is as irresponsible as you are.
I've been very careful with the wound on my abdomen. I keep it clean and take my medication as instructed by the doctor. But now it's not getting better. Sometimes the pain is so intense that I can't do anything. I can't even get out of bed because moving is excruciatingly painful. I believe my wound is taking longer to heal than others. I think it might be more serious, and I need to see the doctor.
Is that really a serious case? There's a woman at the office where I work who recently gave birth. She went back to work like crazy just 1 month after giving birth.
As I mentioned before, everyone has a different situation, so some may heal faster. As for me, it seems more serious because my overall health isn't good.
If you're in so much pain, then why haven't you already gone to the doctor to get some medicine?
I am still planning to schedule a follow-up appointment with the doctor as soon as possible to prevent the wound from getting worse.
But perhaps it's not that serious. I think you might be overreacting. Is it really that bad? I mean, I've never seen anyone who gave birth complain so much.
I'm truly serious. Do you think I have it easy taking care of the baby? This is the most crucial and challenging phase for a woman. I have to stay up at night to take care of the baby, take care of myself, and still cook for my husband. You should research online, talk to friends, and consult with doctors to understand the struggles women go through from pregnancy to childbirth and childcare.
Really, are you serious right now? So how can all those women who have given birth continue to work with a wound on their abdomen and a small child in their hands? You're exaggerating the situation even more.
How do you know if they're in pain or not? They might just be suppressing their pain in front of others.
Even if that's the case, is that really something you can hide? I think that you're just overreacting, making a big show of it. Every day, making it look so painful, staying in the bedroom all day and just sleeping.
It's not like I'm doing it on purpose.
Even if you aren't doing it on purpose, you have to tough it up a little more. Your job is to do the cleaning. Seriously, at least try not to slack in that department.
I am trying, but sometimes it gets so bad that I just can't move.
Fine, fine. Whatever you say. But can you at the very least be a little more considerate to me when I'm around? Seriously, Amanda, having to hear you groaning and crying about your pain and everything just ruins everything for me.
Well, I'm sorry for ruining everything for you.
Whatever. Anyway, about dinner. There's something that I've been wanting to eat for a while now. Like seriously, it's been way too long since I had some nice fried chicken. You know, the handmade kind, made with love and care, not the stuff that you get from any fast food joint.
But we don't even have any chicken in the house. How do you expect that I make fried chicken?
Well then, why don't you just run along to the store and buy some? Is that so hard? Like really, you have plenty of time to rest before dinner. By that time, you'll be feeling better, right?
Sometimes it's a bit painful.
Whatever, the thing is, I am in the mood for fried chicken tonight, so I want you to make fried chicken. So you be sure to make it nice, crispy, and delicious. Hey, Amanda, before I get home from work, I want to make sure of something. The laundry and the house cleaning are going to be taken care of. You're going to make sure it's actually all done properly, right?
Rick, I can't today. I'm having a bad case of vertigo. It's so bad that I can barely even stand. Please just let me rest today.
What? What are you talking about? Seriously, Amanda, come on, you're always resting. This is the first time in a long time that I don't have anything that I have to do on the weekend. I was hoping that I could just come home, kick back, and start a nice, relaxing weekend. But who can properly get some relaxation time in when the house is full of dust and the sink is full of dishes from the night before? All that mess just clutters the mind. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, but please, since you have the weekend, could you help me out with the cleaning a little bit? I'll be sure to make dinner. But if you could please help out with the rest of the house cleaning, it would be really a big help.
What do you mean, help out? Why is it that I should, after working all day, come home and be forced to clean around the house? Cleaning the house and making sure everything is spotless, that's your job, isn't it?
Of course, I know I'm in charge of the cleaning, but I'm not really feeling good today.
It's hard. I'm not feeling well. I can't... I mean, come on. Amanda, is that really all you know how to say? All day, every single day, with that tired look on your face. Just looking at you is enough to cause me stress, you know?
There isn't anyone who wants to feel like this. I mean, you heard about it from the doctor too, right? My condition has truly worsened. Especially in times like this, your role should be by my side. But you haven't supported me. And instead, you've done things that have made my wound worse by I need rest and limited movement right now.
Wait, what are you getting mad at me for? It's not me that's causing you problems. You're the one who is having a hissy fit over all this. Why is it that I have to bust my back working all day, only to feed someone who doesn't even try to do anything as simple as housework? This must have been your plan from the beginning. Have a baby and then lie around the house all day without doing anything.
What are you even talking about?
I mean, seriously, Amanda. What else could it be? Please, stop complaining about such a small wound. I don't want to hear anything more. That's your duty to fulfill. How long are you going to keep trying to make excuses for not doing any of the housework? You must be faking all this pain just because you want to sit back and live the easy life, right?
I would never do anything like that.
Stop faking the pain. Seriously, stop the ACT. It's annoying.
Please, Rick, I'm not acting anything. It's really that bad.
Whatever you say, you better make sure that the house is pristine by the time I get off work. And don't you dare cut any corners, especially at dinner. If you're truly sorry for how you've been faking all this, then you'll make sure that you do what you're supposed to do. If you don't, then let's just say that I'll have to think long and hard about our living arrangement.
Living arrangement? What do you mean by that?
I'm starting to wonder if it's even worth it being together with you. I mean, really, Amanda, I don't feel like taking care of someone who doesn't even do what they're supposed to do around the house. So if you don't want to be thrown out onto the streets, hurry up and do your job. I'm not fooling around either if I come back and it's not done right. You'll be on the streets. Amanda, for someone who keeps claiming that they're going through so much pain, you have some nerve not being in the house. The house is such a mess. Nothing is done. Did you even try to do anything while I was working? It was all a lie, huh? Feeling sick, feeling pain. All of it was just a ruse to try and make me feel bad for you. Where are you?
If you are trying to reach Amanda, she is currently in the hospital.
Wait, what? Amanda's in the hospital?
That's right. Amanda had to be rushed to the emergency room because moving too much made the wound worse. But I'll be sending you to the hospital next for a severe beating. Your father and I are coming over this very minute to give you a piece of our minds. Don't you even think about running from us.
Huh? What do you mean? What's going on? Who is this? This isn't Amanda?
You're speaking to your mother.
Mom, what are you doing with Amanda's phone? Really?
Yes, really. Amanda was very exhausted and was taken to the hospital. She called me for help in her weakened state and later passed out next to the little baby.
What are you talking about? Why is it that I haven't heard anything about Amanda being taken to the hospital?
Yes, you haven't heard anything. Specifically because Amanda has been asking that you were explicitly not told that she was hospitalized.
Wait, why not tell me? I mean, she collapsed and was taken to the hospital. Why wouldn't I be told anything?
Because it was your doing that pushed her to the point that she was taken to the hospital. How you've been treating her daily, how you've been so cruel in your messages with her. She has already told us everything. You, through your cruelty, are the reasons she was sent to the hospital.
Mom, what are you talking about? I haven't done anything.
You haven't done anything? She showed signs of infection, but you didn't care to take her to the hospital. Instead, you made her cook and do household chores. She didn't get any rest at all.
Yeah, I've been having her do some housework. But that's not a big deal. Which woman doesn't go through this? She's just exaggerating.
So because everyone goes through it, she has to suffer through it just to do housework? Is that what you want to say, Rick?
Well, no. But those women still continue to work as usual, even right after giving birth.
The childbirth experience doesn't affect everyone the same way, Rick. Each person is different. Even if they look like they're working like normal, how would you know what they're truly feeling on the inside?
I mean, if you're able to hide it in front of others, then it can't be that bad, right?
Maybe that's something that they have to endure. Maybe the money that they get from work is important enough to push them through the pain. But that is at work, in front of strangers. Why does Amanda have to endure such things in her own home? What are you even doing? You're treating her no different than a stranger. Is that your relationship? Strangers?
No, it's nothing like that.
But you were trying to treat her like one. You kept on pushing away her feelings and her pain. Getting moody just from watching your wife struggle. Treating her like some person you despise. I didn't even think about how she was feeling. You didn't care she was going through pain. You just kept complaining that she was ruining your day. You didn't do one single thing to help your wife.
I go to work every single day. I work hard to get the money for the house. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a husband.
Stop being an idiot. Working and getting paid is for the both of you. But you did nothing for her to help her. Whose do you think the child she gave birth to is? She went through 9 months and 10 days of pregnancy and gave birth to a lovely child for you.
Of course I know that. That's why I'm supporting her through my job.
You don't know anything? If you actually knew, you wouldn't be treating her the way you have been. Amanda has been losing weight she can barely eat with all the stress. Also, since you seem to refuse to believe in it, I'll tell you now. The labor pains and surgical incision are real.
I know that, but pain can vary in intensity. How can it be so severe that she has to lie still like that? It's just laziness making her exaggerate.
After the surgery, she wasn't supposed to move or exert herself too much. The doctor even reminded about this before discharge, don't you remember? Because she had to do household work at your insistence, she's now severely infected to the point of being at risk of death.
Are you serious right now?
You put your wife in danger. What you've been doing is simply unforgivable. Your father thinks completely the same as me and is completely furious. Which is why we're on our way right now to your house.
Wait. I'm gonna go and see Amanda in the hospital.
You were ordered specifically not to go visit her in the hospital. Considering how you've been treating her, I think you should know exactly why. Nothing you say is going to get through to Amanda. It's to the point that she refuses to even hear a peep from you. Your father and I are going to make you think over all the horrible things that you've done to your poor wife.
Amanda, I'm getting off work now. Would it be possible for me to come and finally visit you in the hospital today? It's been too long. I've been wanting to see you.
Absolutely not. I don't even want to see your face.
But my parents really talked some sense into me last week. Through that, I realized how cruel of a person I've been to you. I finally realized how difficult it must have been. My mother also shared the difficulties she faced during childbirth and the pain that women endure. I have come to realize and understand that, acknowledging your suffering.
Uh-huh.
But that's why I want to do it right from now on. I want to be the person that you deserve. When are you getting out of the hospital? I'll do all the housework and everything so you can come back and properly rest.
Even when I get out, I'm not going to be going back to that house anymore.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? You heard from your parents, didn't you? I already told them to tell you that I want a divorce.
You were serious about that? That was just a heat of the moment thing, right? You had collapsed and were brought to the hospital. You were vulnerable and scared. You didn't mean it, right?
Yeah, no, my feelings have not changed on the matter at all.
But it's only been a week. You haven't had any time to actually calm down.
Wrong. It's been a whole week and I'm completely calm when making this decision. I have thought about this ever since I had to listen to complaints about my pain. Seriously, ever since then. I've been constantly debating to myself whether or not.
Please, Amanda, I've changed. I'm not the same person that I was back then. I'm terribly sorry that I said so many horrible things. But I mean, like, guys have no idea what pregnancy is really like, right? I mean, how could we?
The pregnancy has nothing to do with it. Shouldn't it be normal for you to be concerned when someone you know is going through pain or trouble? That's the normal reaction for just someone that you know. But you're concerned when that person was your own wife. I had tried to explain everything to you. I had tried to help you see what I was going through. But you didn't even try to care for me.
Sorry. I think I was just at my wit's end with everything. We were having a kid, and I think I was just stressing out about everything I had to do. All their responsibilities that I had to take care of.
So you are a person who thinks it's fine to be cruel to your own wife when you're feeling a little stressed, is that it?
I didn't mean it like that. But even if we divorce, what is it that you plan on doing? How are you going to raise a child all on your own? I can't let you be all alone like that.
When I told your parents that I wanted to file for a divorce, I had already thought through all of the things that I would have to deal with thereafter. I will raise this child properly, all on my own.
But I can be there as a father. They don't have to grow up without one.
Who would born such a cruel father as you? I have my previous job qualifications, so getting a job shouldn't be a worry. I have the means to get enough money to pay for all the living expenses that I need. I'll be able to push through even without your help.
Amanda, please. I'm truly sorry for how I treated you. I swear that I'll be a changed man from now on. A better man. I'll always put you and the baby before everything else. So please, please don't go through the divorce.
You yourself told me, your newly postpartum wife, that if I didn't fulfill the household chores, you would throw me out onto the street. Isn't that right? That's proof enough that you didn't even want to try and help me. That putting me or the baby first was nowhere near a priority for you.
I wasn't thinking when I said that.
But that was the threat, right? That is what you said, right?
I didn't mean it as a threat.
But, Rick, you did mean it as a threat. You're someone who, to their own wife, who's going through so much pain, accuses her of doing it all for show, just so that she can get attention. Someone who wants a sick wife to force themselves to do chores around the house, even to the point where they collapse. Why do you think I would want to raise a child with someone like that? I'm just going crazy thinking about how you would most definitely do the same thing to them.
But I'll never do anything like that again.
Rick, raising a child is truly difficult. Children get upset, they get fevers, and they get sick. Me? I might get sick. I've already even gone as far as collapsing. Through what you've been showing me, I have no confidence that you're someone that I can depend on when anything like that happens.
But I said that I'll never do anything like that again. I said that I'll be a better person. Please, why won't you believe me? I want to change. I want to be a better person.
Even if you think this is something you can end by just saying, I want to change. This is simply not something that I can let go of so easily. Even now, all of the horrible things that you said are still running through my head. Being told all those horrible, nasty things, it's not something you can just simply forget overnight.
Amanda, I am truly sorry. Please, Amanda, let me make it up to you. Let me make things right.
No matter how much you apologize, there is simply no way I'm going to forgive you. Once I finally get discharged from the hospital, I'm going to go directly to my lawyer's office to file for a divorce.
Please, Amanda, I don't want to get a divorce. I can't be without you. I want to raise our child together with you. I will cherish you as I always have. Please, don't abandon me.
Don't abandon you? Who's the one who wanted to abandon who first? Even if you are trying to do the right thing now, you're way too late, Rick. There isn't a woman in this world that needs a husband that can't help their own wife when they're in need.
But Amanda, I can't live without you. I've been thinking about everything since you've been in the hospital. I've been thinking over all the things that I've done. I'm really sorry for everything. I can't stand living without you.
Stop acting like it's so hard for you. Seriously, stop the act. It's annoying. Those are the exact same words that you used on me when I was going through so much pain. Now, tell me, Rick, do you finally realize how cruel you've been? How deep those words of yours can truly cut? After that, I was finally discharged from the hospital. From there, I went to have a meeting with Rick and his parents with my lawyer. Throughout every single meeting, Rick would continue to apologize and try and stop the divorce. However, at this point, I was not going to back down. Rick's parents, on the other hand, had completely supported whatever decision I would make. It wasn't until the third meeting that Rick finally let up and allowed the divorcee to proceed. To this day, I still have no idea someone who had said all those cruel and horrible things to me would be so adamant about not wanting a divorcee, would be so adamant about not wanting a divorce. Wanting to reconcile after all of that is just something that I can understand. He kept saying that he loves me. But the things he said to me were not something you would ever say to someone that you actually loved. After the divorce, it seems that Rick was put into shock and became bedridden. Even now I hear that his condition isn't much better. He seems to even be taking a temporary suspension from his job.